Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. Um, you know, I like to thank you guys for the views that you gave me on the last, all the different views that you guys gave me on the last podcast. For just understanding and that situation that we were talking about, the juveniles with the family, with the men having to be back in their lives. Again, please subscribe, share, hit the like button. Um, Today's going to be some. It's going to be a. I, I believe all the podcasts we do are going to be special, but this one is very near and dear to me. It made me a lot near and dear to a lot of you guys that are in this situation. Um, on Monday, I introduced you to my son Marky. My son Marky is 30 years old. Marky is autistic, and it's something that a lot of people don't understand because they don't deal with it, and and I have to give the parents and the caregivers that look after these young angels. Because to me, Mark is my angel. Give it to the mothers, give it to the fathers, give it to the uncles. I know in my situation, you know, a very unique situation that we are, blessed. For Marky to have a mother that cares for him and love him. Loves that dude and his brother, his brother Dougie, and his family, and Kevin and Jason, them guys, and Sherry, them people just love him, and they look out for Marky, you know, when they're in his life, and when I'm not around, I see Marky. Marky calls me every day. There's not one day I don't get a phone call from Marky. I could be at work and he'll call looking for me, asking for his father. He can know that I had worked a double. He's calling me 12 o'clock at night to see if I made it home safe. So I always say that Marky's my angel. Because I always tell Marky, one thing about you, you don't lie, you don't steal, you don't cheat, you don't do drama. No matter what's going on with me or in my life, whatever, you always tell me, Dad, I got your back. And that's what that's true love right there, right? So I just want to give to all the parents and the brothers and sisters that understand your sibling, your angel, or what they're going through. Young parents that are dealing with this for the first time. It's not easy. No, it's not easy because you're asking questions like, why us? You might ask yourself, why me? Why my child? What did we do for our child to be this way? And the old thing they tell you, the old school people tell you, you can't question God, right? So we don't question him. No, we just ask why. So I come to the conclusion that Marky was put into my life because, again, like I said, he's my angel. I think that Marky's here to make sure I'm good, to make sure Pops don't make no stupid decisions. Because I know that he depends on me, he depends on me to make sure that he gets that phone call from me. So I know I have to be around so he can get that phone call from me. So you ask me, I always ask yourself and I ask myself, and I ask you guys when we train, what's your motivation, right? What is your motivation to be great? My motivation is to work out to be great so I can make that phone call to Marky. Because he looks forward to that phone call. Young people, young family, young men and women that have autistic children. One day they are gonna get old, and you're gonna get old, and you have to make sure that you can make sure that you prepare them as much as you can for life, because we're not always gonna be here to watch over them. At first, they're young, and you figure, if we know it, they're 30 years old, right? When they're young, okay, they're young, right? But now they're 30 years old, right? You're almost 60 years old, and you ask God to just keep you so that you can be in their lives to guide them, right? I remember when Marky was young, Marky asked me, Dad, are you guys going to, your mom going to put me away somewhere? So you can imagine that's just something that breaks you down, right? Because your son is asking you that question when he's 6, 7 years old. And we think those days will never come because we're young, right? But God bless us enough, we're going to get older, right? So we have to prepare ourselves, prepare them for when they get older. Good young people, make sure you have a good support cast around you. That's so important. People that can be around you that you can trust, that can give you a break one day. Because they're going to need a break. You're going to need a break. You're going to need a break to go off somewhere, right? To go on vacation or just a couple hours to yourself, right? That's so important. A lot of times, Marky asked me, about, you know, how come people don't give, he, uh, people don't get here, they don't call, right? He expect people to call. And I tell him, Marky, they don't call because they're not going through what you're going through, right? People move on with their lives, and they just figure that you're this there, you're there, that's you, and I just keep it real with them. So people that are in these angels' lives and these autistic children's lives that grow up to be autistic men and women, please give them a phone call. That's all they want. That's all they want is a phone call. Obviously, they care about you. They ask them why so and so haven't called me. Give them a phone call. You know, I always used to ask my kids. I have five. I have 5 children. So when they would, they can't do this. I can't do that. This is hard. This ain't hard. This is hard. I and I always said to them, change, change places with Marky. Marky would love to be in your shoes. Marky would want to be able to date, get married one day, have kids, go on trips by himself, drive a car. That's what he would want to do. But he can't do. So you have to ask yourself, do I really have it that bad? Switch places with him. See, because they don't think it's not happening to them. They're not autistic, right? They don't go through what they go through. So I always say, God put Marky in my life because he knew I was the type of man that could handle the situation. That I would have the patience to handle the situation, to handle Mark. That I was the father that would love him no matter what. See, that's the key. You have to love these children. You have to love them. Because as I said, they're children when they're going to be older, men and women. So you still have to love them, right? You have to love them. And they love you, believe me, unconditionally. You don't have to worry about their love. Because they know that you love them and they know that you care for them no matter what. You know? So young people, young parents that have autistic children, God put them in your life for a reason. Because he knew that you can handle these angels. These angels keep us together. They keep us focused. Because we know that there's someone else that we have to care about besides ourselves. Right? This is why I go so hard. Because I know that my son needs me. He needs me. Like I said, it's not one day that he doesn't pick that phone up and call me. Maybe 2 or 3 times a day. First thing in the morning. Mark. Hey, Dad. That's just genuine love. If you ever want to know what love's like, what love feels like, when you have an autistic child that loves you no matter what your flaws are, what your size is, no matter what, they just can't wait to see you. Call you up the day before and can't wait to see you. You know, when I go into the place where he works at, I tell you, man, what a great feeling. Meaning that I can go in there and they treat me like I'm Michael Jordan. They give me all type of high fives. Hey, Mark's dad. Hey, Mark's dad. Hey, Doug. Hey, Doug. You're talking about a great feeling. Again, I know there's a reason why God put Marky in my life. So, young parents, it ain't going to be easy. No, it's not. It's not going to be easy. But God put it on us because he knew we could handle it. God put this on us because he knew we could handle it. So one day, you're going to be an older parent. They're going to be older men and women. And you're going to have to make decisions. Do I take them do they go on the bus to the workshop? Do you drive them to the workshop? Right? But never, if you can, never put them in a group home. Never. See, that's the decision that you and the father will have to make. See, some people just forget about them because they don't have the patience. And again, I'm gonna have to give credit when credit due. His mother, Marky's mother is great. She takes care of that young man, make sure he's good. She could give credit when credit due. Have to salute her. Salute all the parents, all the mothers and fathers that deal with this. Because it's not easy. For anyone that thinks it's easy, it's not easy. No, knowing that your child won't live a normal life like normal children do. We knew that when Marky was younger, his older brother, Dougie, was living there with them. They was together. And we knew, you compare different things, right? And he goes to school like, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. So you just knew, but a lot of times, most parents are in denial with it. You know, because you can't, because you say not my child, right? No, that's something new. That's that. Back to 30 years ago, well, 24, 25 years ago, this autism thing was just coming out, right? You're like, nah, not my child. No, not my son. But it was our son. 30 years later, we here, young parents. You have to dig down deep, a lot of praying, a lot of loving. Because one day, we're not going to be here one day. So that's why we have to hope that we have good support system around him, around them, to make sure they're good. That they would treat him or treat them the same way that you would. And I know Marky has that support system around him. So we are blessed with that. Again, give credit due to his mother Robin, to his uncle Jason, to his brother Dougie, to his brother Kevin, his aunt Sherry. They know that's them guys look after him. I guess I'm just the cherry on the top, right? His father. No matter what, that young man loves me. No matter what, unconditionally loves me, and I know that. So that's why you hear me say, "Oh, it's Marky Monday, Monday Marky." That's what it is. People know us; they'll see us. That's their father and son again. They know us. Marky, what's he want to do? He want to go to McDonald's. He want to watch the honeys. That's what he wants to do. For Marky wants a normal life. Marky wants to get married one day. He said, "I want kids one day. I want to get married one day. I'll be a good father like you, Dad." And that just, it's just like, wow. It's going, it can happen. By the grace of God, it can happen. A lot of times you wish he wakes up, and you just say, wow, it, it, it clicked, right? It clicked. But till it clicks, we still have to be those great parents in their lives. So anyone who thinks that autism isn't real, that autism is fake, wrong. Autism, especially for the ones who have to go through it, the children that grow up to be grown men and women. They everything goes on with them. They have the same feelings we have, right? Yeah, they have urges like everybody else, right? So you ask yourself, man, like, wow, it's just such that. Did you know that man is tough? See, but I know when God put Marky in my life, I knew that he was an angel. I tell him this all the time. Marky, I know you're an angel. Because when you go to heaven, and I'm waiting by those gates, please ask God to let me through. Because you know I was a good father. I'm not a perfect father. I'm not a perfect man. But just ask God to let me through. Because I was your dude. So I say this to all the young parents that are young and you have autistic children. Just love them. Just love them. Because one day they're going to be autistic men and women. They're always going to have that title. That title's not going to change, right? They're going to get older. They're going to get older. We're going to get older. So that's why we have to make sure we take care of ourselves so that we can be in their lives as long as we can. Like I said before, I want to be here right here with them. So my motivation is to keep working out, keep doing the things I need to do to uh, stay healthy so I could be in Marky's life. The average person is not going to understand your child. I know sometimes we in the supermarket sometime and Marky starts talking, and people don't understand. And I have to check myself sometimes because I know I can't make people feel the way I feel, right? Because they don't understand. So you have to give them a pass, right? Because right away you want to be like on the offensive because that's my son, right? Who are you to look at my son like that? But as you get older, you get more wiser, get more patient. You just give him a look because that's my son. I'm not going to stop him from talking. I'm not going to stop him from doing what he's doing because that's who he is. You can't be embarrassed. See, some people are embarrassed by their child because they're autistic. You can't be embarrassed. That's true love right there. That's true love. That's who he is. That's who she is. And we just have to love them. We just have to love them. So I thought this podcast was special. We had to do something on this because it was in my spirit. You just have to keep praying. You have to just have to keep loving. I know Marky always know he loves his heroes. Like you get certain, you have different degrees of autism, right? So Marky likes watching his shows, and he loves his stuff from Tyler Perry. And he always tells me, Dad, if Tyler asks me to play one of his movies, I'll play one of his movies. I put the makeup on. I sit there for 6 hours to put the makeup on. I always tell him, okay, Marky, okay, who's gonna be your bodyguard? Who's gonna be your security guard? You, Dad, you. I tell him I'll be right there with you, man. I'll be your security. So these different things that you understand that this is what he does, right? So no matter what, if he talks about it 100 times, it is what it is. That's who they are. So young parents, you have to understand this is who they are. This is what they become, right? So they're little now, right? You see they're little now. They 3, 4, 5, 6 year old. Before you know it, they're elementary school, right? Before you know it, they're in high school. Before you know it, they're grown. So it takes a great parents, to deal with this. Believe me, it's not easy. No, because again, our mental has to be tough to deal with this. Our mental has to be tough to deal with this. Yes, everybody's not gonna be able to deal with it. A lot of people just they're gonna put them off and send them somewhere, and so they ain't gotta deal with it. But no, love them. Believe me, God's gonna bless you. God's blessing you already by putting that person, them people, children in our lives. His blessings already. So some people might think that it's a no, like, oh wow, it's time consuming. Yeah, yes it is. Yes, yeah, why? Because you have to love them, right? And we created this, right? God and us, we created this, created these young people. So you have to deal with it. Believe me, like I said, it's not going to be easy. No, it's not going to be easy. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you it is. Because you're going to wonder, like, wow, you see the other kids. Like, I wish my children was that way. I wish my son could go play football. I wish he could lift weights. I wish he could go to college. I wish he could have a family. I wish he could have kids. All the things that he wanted to do. Things he won't be able to do. So that's why God put them in our lives, because we are able to deal with it. Deal with the patience. Have to have patience. So you have to tell yourself, no matter what, unless God takes you from here, that them kids will always stay in your life. See, other people, they're not going to understand it because it doesn't affect them. A lot of family members not going to, the cousins and aunts, and a lot of them are not going to, it's not going to understand because it don't affect them, right? So they won't make the phone calls. So they won't come back and come by and see them. Why? Because it doesn't affect them. But it's up to us to keep continue to show them that love, the unconditional love that they show us. Again, like I said, I know he's my angel. Tell you a story. Marky was so he's already diagnosed with autism. I think 4 years old. I think four around the time. He was 4 or 5 years. He was going to Catholic school. So the nun told us, Marky, get him checked out. So we got him checked out. Doctor said Marky's autistic. Okay, boom, we dealt with it, right? So all of a sudden another blow hit us, right? All of a sudden came home from work one day, and Marky's eyes was like shut. Like, whoa, what's wrong? Like he was fighting a boxer or something, right? So go have him checked on. Go find out said he had a lot of protein in his urine. Wow. What does that mean? Go find out he was on kidneys was acting up, whatever, right? So Marky wound up having eventually kidneys failed. He was put on dialysis, and so we're waiting for a kidney. So like wow, like this is this happening, right? Why this child, right? Why is all this happening to this young man, right? To this young boy. So one thing about Marky never did, Marky never complained. Now, one time did he ever complain about his autism, or did he ever complain about stuff he was going through with his kidneys? So Marky one day came and said, "Hey, I'm gonna have my operation on Christmas Day." And this was May. I want to say April, May, around that time. He had told his mom that he was going. Hey, I'm gonna have. And told his mom and told me, I'm gonna have my operation on Christmas Day. So you looking like what? So we mean his transplant. Christmas Day. It's me birthday. His mother got the call. Marky had his operation on Christmas Day. So it goes to tell you, it goes to show you, he's that angel right there. Another angel gave him her kidney. Operation was rough at first, believe me. But by the grace of God, he's here, right? He had that transplant. I want to say he was 14 years old. So the love I have for Marky, that's why we have Marky Mondays. Because that young man looks forward to seeing me on Mondays. Looks forward to my phone calls every day. He reaches out to me every day. Hey, Dad, I hope so and so call me. You know, hope so and so call me for my birthday. And people just don't get it because they don't have to deal with it. And we get it. I get it. They go on. They went on. They go on with their lives, right? They're going to have their families. I get it. But they don't understand. He don't get it like that. He doesn't work. His brain doesn't work like that. To where he's wondering wow. How come they don't call me? How come they don't call me and say, hey, what's going on? Just a 5 minute conversation. That's all it takes. So young people, young parents, like I said, it's not easy. It's not easy. All you do is love them, be there for them, help them. Two parents are gonna have to really work together. A lot of praying, you know, and both be on the same page, you know, because again, he didn't ask to be that way. So for I get down and complain about whatever, I ask myself, he would switch places with you in a heartbeat. He would switch places with you in a heartbeat. So why am I complaining? So that's motivation right there. This is why I train the way I train. Because I know that I need him and he needs me. I know that is unconditional love right there. I know that he loves me. And that's what we're looking for, guys. Love. That young man loves me. So I knew that this would be a different podcast. I said we would have grown men discussions. This is a grown man discussion. This is a life discussion right here. Because it hits people in different ways, right? Some people deal with it. Some people can't deal with it. And young people, I hope that you deal with it. They need you. Don't put them off in some place because you're too busy with your life that you can't be there for them. You can't watch them. Don't do that. This is a test of our will. It's a test of our faith. Test of how much we truly, truly love them. Again, I salute the parents out there that have your angels in your life, and you're dealing with them and you're loving them. Man, a lot of people don't want to talk about this. That's why, because it don't affect them. For people like us that affects, it need to be talked about. You need to talk about it because it will help you. Because you'll understand. Oh wow, okay, this was going to happen, right? Okay, they talked about this, right? They talked about this. The way they talk about everything else, right? They have these groups, support groups. I believe they need a support group for this because this ain't something that's. I don't care what you see in the books. This ain't written in the books. This is real life lessons that you will go through. So don't shut them off. Don't put them in a corner somewhere. Don't put them in a closet somewhere and forget about them. No, they're here for a reason. God is a test. See your love. See, this is why I can never be selfish. Because I have someone that loves me. So I have to show him that same type of love that he showed me. I always tell him, bro, you're my angel, bro. Like I always tell him, you get to heaven. Hey, that's God let me through them gates. Please. So some days if you need to go in that closet, somewhere, go upstairs in the room and cry and yell and let it out, go ahead. Because it's not going to be easy. No, I'm going to sit here and tell you no lie. But like praying, right? And faith, parents, young parents, you will get through it. You will get through it. A lot of praying, a lot of faith. Because they're here. They love you. They need us. They don't need us to put them away nowhere. No. That's the first thing people want to do. Put them in a group home somewhere. so they can go off about their business, do whatever they're doing. No, not a good look. That's not good at all. So let's just keep, them in our prayers. Let's keep our health guys so we can be around for them, so they don't have to end up nowhere to where they're uncomfortable, that they're not used to being, right? You might imagine them in your setting now and go from a different setting of what they would have to go through, the whole adjustment period. No, I know that wouldn't be good. So that's why it's good to have that support, like I said, have that support group around you to where that they're comfortable with the mom, right? The grandmom, the grandfather, whoever, right? The uncles, the brother and sister, right? That's why it's so important for them to stay in their lives, right? But again, I get it. They have to go on with their lives too, right? But just, just to have that good support system around. Like I said, I know that we're not going to live forever. I just hope I live just as long as he lives. So does that mean if I'm here 100 years old, hey, I'm here with him. We're here together, right? So, again, I salute the parents out there that deal with this every day. It's a 24-hour job. It's 24 hours. Ain't like the normal child that goes off and then to college or whatever and go get married, whatever. You don't see them no more. They don't don't pick the phone up, whatever. This is a 24-hour job. Yes, it is. So, on this podcast, if you need any support, if you need support, any questions, you can email me at glowpowercmd72@gmail.com. Have any questions, you can email me, and I'll get back with you. But for the people that I know that go through this, the Shirley and her family, man, your daughter and your son-in-law, they have, man, great person in you to be there to help deal with that with them, because they need that support system. I know with my situation, between Marky's mom and his brother, his brother Dougie and Kev and Jason and Sherry, that support system that they have there is so strong. That is so needed. That is so needed. For the other people, I know it's not easy, right? It's not easy. But that support system is needed, because they're going to need a break, right? So, that's like on Monday, she said, hey, no, don't worry, I'll pick them up. So after you drop him off, or when he gets on that bus, all day long, she had to worry about him all day long till later on that day. Pick him up, we hang out. People see us at the McDonald's. They know us. It's like Groundhog Day. They know us. This is what we do. This is what he wants to do. So when he's ready to go home, he's ready to go home. Watch his shows. His Tyler Perry shows. So it's just, it's just something that was in my spirit. Something that's in my heart. There's something that needs to be shared with other parents that are going through what we went through or going through. But like the young parents, the young parents, they're in their 20s and early 30s. This is what happens when you get 59, 60 years old, and your kid grows up. Yeah, kid grows up, and this is what you're gonna deal with. A lot of people, like I said, people ain't gonna understand the way you understand them, because the different type of love that you have for them, right? This is the love that we have for our children. They're not going to understand when you're in the grocery store and you start rambling. They're not going to understand that. They're not going to understand that when they're in the grocery store and they just start walking back and forth and pacing. They don't understand that. As different type of autism. So the different degrees. So yours might be more severe than others, right? So It's a different type of understanding. And God, just ask God to put on your heart for understanding. Put on your heart for understanding. Because they need you. They're going to need you. So again, like I said, these are the type of podcasts that we will have. Real serious discussions. And sometimes we have some real humorous discussions, right? Right? But it's needed. So just keep praying. Keep loving. No, it's not easy. But by the grace of God and your love for that child, you all will get through it. They will get through it. See, they look forward to seeing your face first thing in the morning, or seeing your face when you pick them up from work, or you pick them up from school. They look forward because they know that's love, right? They know that's genuine love that you have for them, and that you understand them, right? So for the siblings who go on to move on with your lives, you're supposed to do that. You are supposed to do that. But just give them a 5-minute phone call, just to chop it up with them. That would go so far. That would go so far with them. That would go a long way with them. Again, no one's telling you to put your life on hold for them. No. Just a 5-minute phone call. That's all it takes. That goes so far. Again, it's about understanding the autism, what they go through. Again, like I said before earlier in the podcast, put yourself in their shoes. Right? They would trade with you, they would trade it with you in a heartbeat. Right? So for you to sit there and lose patience with them, for you to sit there and like, oh, why me? Put yourself in their shoes. Right? So on behalf of a man and everyone, meet my dude, Marky Mark. You know, um, that's my dude, man. You know, that's just why we have Marky Mondays. And people see me and been trying to rush about work. Where you going? Marky Monday. Gotta pick up Marky Monday. He's looking forward to seeing me. He knows if I can't get him on all that money, that Tuesday, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. So by the grace of God, He has kept me. He has kept me so I can continue to have Marky Mondays. He have kept me so I can keep on continuing to get those phone calls. Mark, because I know He needs me. Right? God knows that He needs me. That's that comfort that He can call me 12 o'clock at night. Hey, Dad, just call and see how you doing. Did you make it home safe? I know you were sleepy. I know you probably were sleepy. Did you make it home safe, Dad? I said, Mark, I made it home safe. Go to sleep, Marky. I appreciate you. So that's a different type of love, right? No one has to tell him to do that. That's on his heart to do that. And that's just such a blessing for me to have him in my life. For him to be my angel. Right? I don't know about all you guys, but I know I have an angel in my life. And that's my angel right there. So again, have any questions, any comments that you guys would like to make, any advice I could give you guys, hit me up at glowpowercmd72@gmail.com. It's just, man, I just keep praying. And we all keep praying that one day it just clicks. Yeah. Because no one wants to see no one go through that, right? Everyone just wants to see their children happy, right? Happy, and with a family, right? And with kids, and experience everything, and driving a car, going to the movies by themselves. They want all the kids to be able to experience that, right? But sometimes it's not gonna happen. But we all wish that we all wish that and pray that one day it just clicks, that we wake up from this dream, and it was just a dream. It was just a dream. So this makes me a little emotional because that's my son. and you wish the best, that you wish that this would never happen. You just wish that you could just wake up from this dream. And why? Because you want him to get better. You want him to have a normal life. You want him to have a wife. You want him to have kids. You want him to drive a car. This is why I always tell my kids, my other 4 children, put yourself in his shoes. Put yourself in his shoes. So when you want to complain about that class being hard, when you complain that you have to go to class, complain about, put yourself in your brother's shoes. That should drive you. That should motivate you. That should motivate you to want to be great. That should motivate you to want to be great. You get right in front of you. All you're just looking, hey. So before you get lazy and you don't want to do nothing, that's motivation right there, right? So young parents, again, keep praying, stay together, stay as a team. Pray together, because it's a lot of prayer, a lot of patience, a lot of loving. Like I said, one day they're young now. They're young now. They're gonna be older, right? So you'll see the difference, right? You see the difference in changing, right? You'll see them. Okay, they're young now. They're young, but you know they got mustaches, right? Before you know it, they wow, they're grown. I'm 21 years old. Wow, I'm 21. Before you know it, before you know it, I'm 21. Before you know it, I'm 25. Before you know it, I'm 30. We live long enough, they'll be 50 and we'll be 80, whatever we'll be. But we'll still love them because that's who they are. They are a child. They are children. So, parents, I salute you. Keep praying, man. That's all. That's what's going to help it. God, keep praying. The God gives you the patience. Because it's a lot of patience. A lot of love. A lot of patience. A lot of love. That's what's going to be needed. Again, don't feel, why me? God put this on us because he knew we can handle it. He knew that we were the right parents for them. Don't fail that test. Don't fail it. Again, I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for tuning into the podcast. I thought this was something that was needed. It was put on my spirit to share this with you guys, because everybody don't talk about autism, right? You read the books, the statistics. You don't know about till you live it, right? Till you live it. You sit back and watch your son, watch your daughter, and you ask yourself, man, I just hope it clicks. A lot of people, most of fathers, a lot of fathers are going to be in denial, right? They're going to be in denial. Because you're going to be saying, not me. No, not my kid. No, not my son. No, not my daughter. Yes, it is your daughter. Yes, it is your son. How are you going to handle it? Are you going to get up and run away? And don't be in that child's life? Or you going to sit there and deal with it? Right? So keep praying. Keep your patience. Keep loving. It's going to be okay. Again, they are angels. They're here for a reason. Remember, they don't lie. They don't steal. They don't cheat. They don't do none of that stuff. They don't know they're pure. They are pure. So I want to keep my angel close to me as long as possible. Because he's guiding me. See, I know that by the grace of God, I'm still here because I know that he probably could have spared my life for a reason many times. So he could have took me when I was first born. I was born 2 months early. He could have took me then. But he knew he had this in store for me that one day that I'll be a parent, I'll be a father of Mark. See, this was already written already for me to be doing this podcast. Who knew last year this time I'll be doing a podcast on autism? Wow. How good God is, right? He told me to do this. He put this on me. I have friends that deal with the same situation that say, hey, you need to do that. Spread it. Spread it. Spread the love. Autism awareness is out there. So if it ever happens to tap you on your shoulder, just make sure that you love them. You have patience with them. You're going to need patience. I just thank God that God has put this on my heart just to reach out to everyone. And to that he put it, that he gave me Marky a son like this because I know that he's my angel. I know that he loves me unconditionally no matter what I do or what I look like or he loves. That's Dad. Okay, Dad lost his hair. Dad, you look good. You know? Dad, I know you're hitting those weights, Dad. You're hitting those weights. Getting those muscles, Dad. You're getting those muscles. Maybe one day I can come down and work out with you, Dad. I can come lift some weights with you. I can work out with you. Yes, Marky. Yes. So when I sit back and ask myself, man, how come this didn't happen in my life? How come I ain't playing pro ball? You know why? This was all written out. This was already planned already. This was written. So, young parents, again, just keep loving them. Patience, understanding. Work out so we can be here for them. Because no one's gonna treat them the way you treat them. No, they don't understand. Because they don't live with it. They don't live with it. They don't understand. So I thank you for tuning in to this Glow Power CMD 72 podcast. Love you guys. Love you guys for your support. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share it with your friends. Please hit the like button. So most time on Marky, you'll see us on Marky Mondays. Just give everyone a shout out. And let everybody know we doing it. We love you guys. You know, we'll be doing our McDonald's thing, and we're gonna be going to the shop right so he can go McDonald's and watch the honeys. So he can watch the honeys and shop right. You know, that's what he likes to do. That's what we're gonna do. Right? Because that's what Marky wants to do. All right? Again, and I want to shout out to the people who don't know. You know, it's just a blessing. You know, to have that support system. You know. Shout out to Brother Gamble, man, Josh Gamble, man. We'll sit there at McDonald's and he show up just to say hi to Marky, just to come in and say hi to Marky, man. See, that's what it's all about. Like I said, it's not the big things, it's the small things. Right? So again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being aware of this autism thing that's on us, that's been bestowed upon us, right? And we're dealing with it. We just have to deal with it. It is what it is. Like I said before, love them. Just love them. Understanding. Patience is needed. Shout out to Shirley. Thank you. No, truly, thank you, man. Thank you. This topic is needed. People need to be aware of it. Everybody, because a lot of people don't deal with it because they don't know, because they don't have to deal with it. It's not easy. But for the people that are dealing with it, you're strong. Now keep being strong. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody, all the people in Marky's life that's loving him that way. His mother, his brother Dougie, his brother Kevin, Uncle Jason, Aunt Sherry. That's a team right there. I appreciate you guys for loving him the way I love him. You don't get no better love than that. Like I said, it's not easy. I know that it's tough for them over there, but they deal with it. They deal with it, and they love him. They love him. So, guys, we're gonna end this. I did enough tear shedding today, but it was needed. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time on the podcast. Okay? Love you guys. One love. Peace.